Hey guys, it's Damar. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I feel like I haven't filmed in so long, obviously since last year, but I just kind of hit a wall where I didn't have any ideas or didn't want to film anything because honestly I was just stressed out. I just had gotten a job and it was a lot for me, but I want to do this video so I can reintroduce myself because I want to start serious this time. It's January and I feel like my main goal is to post throughout the whole year of 2025. So I'm gonna introduce myself again if you don't know me, and I feel like I'm just gonna give facts about myself. I pulled up some questions that I found on Google about myself because I feel like I don't like talking about myself that much, but I do at the same time. So we're gonna do a get ready with me while I reintroduce myself. So let's get started. So first things first, I'm gonna start with my moisturizer. I use this CeraVe moisturizing cream for my face because I feel like I have really dry face. I don't want to explain a lot of what I do, more just talk about myself. So I'll say like a few things about my makeup and then we'll get going. First things first, I'm gonna start with my brows, the e.l.f. brow gel with the little spoolie thing. So I'm gonna do my brows. I've never done my brows ever, so this is the first time. I went to Ulta and I bought some things. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then we can start doing everything else and I'll talk about myself. So I just did my eyebrows on camera. So let's start the video. So my full name is Damar Alejandra Figueredo and I am 18 years old. I graduated in May of 2024, and my whole life I always wanted to do social media, but it was very hard for me because first of all I was very shy growing up, and I was always very scared of everything. I always thought that people from school were gonna bully me because of it, and ever since I was little, I made YouTube videos. I just put them on private because they're very embarrassing to this day. So I just have them for myself because I feel like nobody is ever gonna understand that. My parents are very supportive in what I want to do with my life, but I feel like they're a little like, you need to get a good job and pay everything yourself and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, you can do social media, but first have a good stable job because you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm originally from Venezuela, so I speak Spanish and I am Venezuelan, of course. And then we moved here to the US when I was like 7 years old. I don't really know. I don't really remember. It's been a while. We've been here for 10 years and it's been a crazy journey of going through all of that. I have to use my phone because I can't see myself clearly. So I graduated high school. I am taking a gap year. I don't really know what I want to do at the moment. I'm very much just going with the flow of life, which could be very, very much giving me anxiety in every single thing that I do. But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and me taking my time off helped me get a job, buy myself a car, and just understand my feelings a little bit more of what I want to study and what I think could be the passion for me to study. Because honestly, I was really bad at school. Like, I never studied, but I always got good grades. I was just lucky like that, and I feel like it was just the best thing for me. It was just better, but I went through a lot. I was just very scared because everybody else from my school was going to college and they already had their life figured out. And for me, it was actually the opposite of that. I was going through depression. I was having anxiety attacks, and it was just very not good for me. But like, I kid you not, like 3 months after I graduated, I got a job, and I was very lucky to get a job. And it gave me the opportunity to do the things that I did last year. I got to see Taylor Swift on tour. I got to buy myself a car, and I paid my own trip to go see Taylor Swift, like full on myself in Miami. I bought the ticket. I'm still paying it off, but you know, it's the thought that counts, that I had the ability and the opportunity to buy myself tickets to go see Taylor Swift, and that I had the ability to buy myself a car. And I feel like that changed my whole life. I got to be more independent in what I wanted to do. I didn't have to wait for my parents and be like, can you give me money so I can do this? It was just more like, I have the money, can I go do it? And they were very supportive of me of that. And it was very scary for me because I suffer a lot from social anxiety, and it's one of those things that scares me a lot. I always want to have my parents with me because I feel like I feel very comfortable with them. I really do. I feel like they're always gonna be there for me, which they will always be, but I feel like I don't have to deal with things alone in a way. So it was kind of just that. But my goal for this year is for me to go to college. That is like definitely written in the stars. I just want to do a little bit of traveling before I go on to school and start all of that, because I feel like once I lock in for college, I'm gonna have to get my things together because I'm very, very, very afraid of what could happen. My life is just gonna be work and school, which honestly I feel like it could be fun. I want to learn new things and I want to actually get a job that I like. I'm a very passionate person, and when it comes to me having to do something that I have to do for my whole life and make money off of, I want to do something that I really love and I really am passionate for. I just don't want to get in a career just because, oh, it makes a lot of money. Yeah, it's great to have money and have a good stable home and a place to be, but at the same time I feel like I'm very emotionally driven, to the point that if I'm working somewhere that I don't like, I would just be the most miserable person ever. So I just don't think that would be good for me, and that's why I'm like, I need to study to do the things that I want to do and just get it together. I don't really want to talk about what I want to do. I kind of have like my mindset on what I want to do, but I feel like if I speak about it, it just won't happen, so I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just gonna keep it to myself until I've gotten close to my goal. But of course I want to do social media. I think this is the most fun time that I always have. I feel like I'm very open once I talk. Like once I'm sitting in front of a camera, I feel like it's the most easiest thing for me to do. And a lot of people have a hard time doing it. But for me, I don't really do. I love it. I couldn't have it any other way. It's my favorite thing to do. And I feel like my makeup is looking a bit weird. Don't mind me, I am not a beauty influencer. I'm trying my hardest, okay? I feel like I'm halfway through my makeup already. I don't really do much. So my goal is to travel for just do one trip at least, so I can feel like, wow, I got myself to go on a trip not by myself, but I want to go with a group of friends and just then go to college straight. I think that's my goal. I'm planning for that. We don't know. I feel like everything happens for a reason, so if it's meant to be, it will happen for sure. But those are my goals for the new year. Of course, I want to have more friends. I want to be more open and do things that I've always wanted to do, but I've been afraid to. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about myself. I feel like I'm not a very much interesting person. But now I brought myself to the next topic because I feel like I could talk about this for days. I love reading. If you couldn't tell, if you don't know me, I love reading. I started reading during COVID. I feel like that's when I got into book talk and the whole TikTok of it all and everybody posting their recs and stuff like that. And it's one of my favorite things to do. I feel like I'm the happiest when I read. I feel like I just get to be in another world that is not me, that is not my world. And I've loved it so much. I've read so many books throughout these years. Ever since I got a job, it's been harder for me to read, which has been bumming me a bit out because I love reading. I think it's one of my favorite passions to do. But I'm trying to get back on it. I'm making it my priority. I just feel like it's very hard to sit down after having a full day of work to read and use my brain, because I work at a front desk, so I'm like the one talking to the people, to a lot of people in a day, so I get very emotionally exhausted by the end of it. But it's okay. And if you see me applying too much blush, mind your business, I promise you. Even though it doesn't, this blush, I have the Fit Me blush, it's not that good. It's not that good. Let's see if the Benetint works on my cheeks, but it's a bit scary. Okay, it's tinting my whole cheek. That is bad. Oh, that's horrible. I'm like halfway done with my makeup. I'm just gonna put the Benetint on my lips so I can tint them a little bit. I have work today, so it's very exciting and fun. I get to make money, but I just want to be doing this. I feel like I'm very, very boring, so I'm just starting to feel bad about myself, and that's one of my favorite things to do about myself, that I self-sabotage every little thing that I do. Like, I could be doing the most thing that makes me the happiest, but at the same time I feel like, oh, I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm doing. And half the time I may not know what I'm doing, but it's the fun that counts. Like, honestly, I feel like if I'm having fun, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I don't know what else to do. I love to listen to music. I love Taylor Swift. I love Gracie Abrams. I love Harry Styles. He is the man of my dreams. Love that man. He better come back. I need him to go on tour because obviously I should go see him. Like, I need new music from him. I've been obsessed with Gracie's album. Is my #1 at the moment, even though it's January and it came out last year. It's fine. What else should I talk about? I feel like there's so many things that I want to talk about, but I'm forgetting. I don't know. This is what I say. Like, I'm very just whatever happens. I am from Florida. I'm from Miami, Florida. Obviously, I'm from Venezuela, but I basically just say I'm from Florida because I've spent most of my time here. I've never moved anywhere else. I'm from here. And I don't know anything else, but my goal is in my whole life, I want to move somewhere. I want to move to a city. I don't know where. I always like, oh, I want to live in New York. I feel like that's such a crazy thing for me to say, because I know damn well if I lived in New York, I would probably be fucking crazy. I will be the most craziest person ever. It's a big city. I just want a city that like gets me out of my comfort zone, and I feel like New York could be that for me, but like it's very expensive and there's no way I will be able to pay for rent there at all. At this point, I'll take anywhere. I just don't like Florida. I don't like the weather. I want to be in a place where it has all the seasons and where I get to make friends. I feel like people here, just me and them are just not seeing each other eye to eye. Like, we don't have many things in common, and I feel like at this point it's weird. It's whatever, I guess. Another weird fact about me, I've never had a boyfriend and I'm 18 years old. I've never held hands with a man. Yeah, guilty, but not guilty. I don't really care. I feel like I don't really mind it. Even though when it's late at night and I'm reading books about love, I'm questioning my whole life and why I've never had a boyfriend. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm basically done with my makeup. I just need to put on my Rhode lip tint in the shade Toast. I have also the, I forgot, ribbon? Yeah, ribbon. But I just haven't used it yet. I don't want to use all the makeup right away. And I feel like this is enough for this video. I don't know what else to say about me. I hope that you guys liked this video and you got to know me a little bit more. I know that I'm very crazy and I stop a lot because I need to think before I say things, because then I'm crazy. I don't know. It's a weird thing about life, but I love doing what I do, and my whole goal is to keep this YouTube thing going and keep the momentum going. I'm hoping I get to film vlogs for you guys and reading vlogs, because I want to get back to reading vlogs. It's just been very hard for me to film myself read, because usually I look horrible when I'm doing that. But I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, and I can't wait to see you next week. My goal is to film once a week and post once a week. So I hope you guys like this video. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you next time.